girls, we're going to look at page 7 of your notes. So you should have already watched the video that describes how to use the ammeter, how to read from the scales, and here we're going to see it now placed into a circuit. So on page 7 in your notes, it says set up the following circuits. We have 2 to set up, and in each case record the ammeter reading and comment on the brightness of the lamp. So let's start with this circuit, circuit A. You can see that it is a series circuit because there's just one loop. There's no second branches. And in this series circuit, we've got one battery. There it is. We've got a switch. There it is. We've got our bulb. And finally, we've got our ammeter. Okay. So I've laid them out in the same order as they appear in our diagram. So what we need to do now is to connect them up. And you'll notice, girls, I've put the battery round the correct way. So I've got the positive terminal on the left-hand side, that's the long line, and there's my positive terminal just there. Okay, so let's connect these up. So out of the left-hand side of the battery, we should follow round to our switch. There we have it. And then this side of our switch connects across to the bulb. Connected those two. The next one is this side of the bulb. The other side of the bulb connects to the ammeter. Now, this is where we need to decide, are we going to put it into the positive of the ammeter or are we going to put it into the negative? Now, how you decide is determined by the battery and what way round the battery is. I've come from the left-hand side here from the battery, so that's my positive. And if I follow that round, whole way round to here, this side here needs to connect into the positive of the ammeter. So I'm going to put it in there. That's the positive, the +5. We're reading off the 5 amp scale to start with. And then the final connection is this side of the battery round into our ammeter. And again, we have to check this side of our battery that we're connecting in here is the negative. So the other end of this needs to connect in to the negative of the ammeter. So the negative of the ammeter is just here. There we go. Trying to keep everything in view here, girls, for you. So that's our circuit connected up. Now if we press the switch, then we should see our bulb lighting and we should be getting a reading on our ammeter. So let's do that. There we can see the bulb has lit and the ammeter, the needle hasn't deflected very far. If I hold that up, and I'll release my switch again. So the needle is not really moving very far in that case. So I'm going to move on to the smaller scale, the 1 amp scale, connect that in. And again, I'll press the switch and see if we've got greater movement in our needle. Yes, we do. So because I'm now connected into the 1 amp scale, we're reading from the 0 to 1 amp scale, which is the top scale. I'm going to hold that up to the camera. And you can pause the video, girls, at this stage so that you can try to read accurately what that value is. The value that you should have read is 0.1. I'm going to go with 0.14. 0.14. And you can record that in this space just here. Is the lamp of normal brightness, brighter than normal, less bright, etc.? Well, we can see that our bulb is just of normal brightness. There we have it. So tick the first box. On to the second circuit diagram, B. The only difference between these two diagrams, as you can see, is that we've got an extra battery in here. So our extra battery, I'm going to disconnect that, goes in alongside that one. And I've kept it round the same way. So both my batteries have got the positive on the left hand side as it's shown in the circuit diagram, and both have the negative on the right hand side. So let's connect that back up. There we have it. And again, I'm going to press the switch. Hopefully you can see this time that the bulb is lighting much more brightly. So that allows us to tick the brighter than normal box. And our ammeter reading, let's see it. Again, you can pause the video to see if you can read it for yourself. And I'm going to go with a reading here of 0.18 amps. So you can copy that into that space. Just below your circuit diagrams then, girls, we have the conclusions. So we can see that the larger the current, the brighter the lamp. So that was circuit B. It had the larger current flowing and the lamp was much brighter in it. And the second line of your conclusion, the larger the current, the higher the temperature of the lamp. So whenever a lamp is lit, it gives off heat as well. And because it's glowing more brightly, it will be giving off more heat. Then we're asked to change circuit B so that the ammeter is connected between the battery and the switch. So we're going to move our ammeter from this position over to this part of our circuit, just over here. So let's disconnect that, let's take out our wires, and we're going to put it in just over here. Again, we have to be careful that we connect it in correctly. So coming from this battery, I'm connecting into the positive of the battery there, and I must connect into the positive of the ammeter. So that's the red connection just there. And we know that we're going to be using the 1 amp scale. And the other side of the battery then, the other side of the ammeter is the negative. And if we follow that round, so we follow round from the negative, we follow that the whole way round, that comes back to this side of the battery, which is negative. So whenever you're connecting in the ammeter, positive goes to the positive of the battery, the negative side goes to the negative of the battery. So we've put our ammeter in a different position, and let's see if that makes any difference to our bulb. It certainly doesn't, it's still glowing really brightly. And for our reading on the ammeter is still 0.18 for circuit B. So the ammeter reading's exactly the same. So the current is the same at all points in this circuit. It doesn't matter where we measure it in this circuit, we'll always find that we get the same value for current.